Kim is extremely excited and honored to be the president-elect of TGIF. She looks forward to carrying on the tradition of excellence TGIF has always followed and finding a new way to enhance all areas of our club. Kim intends to follow some of the best advice she received in the last few weeks, which was set the bar high for the goals and then get out of the way for all the talented members. She hopes to add a little fun to the journey. Please welcome Kim Francis with her speech, Changes, No Matter the Negative, Reach for the Positive.
Thank you for attending this press corps conference. I am very proud to be your president-elect, and it's very unusual that the president-elect calls for the press corps conference, but I'm very glad that you're here. I really want to practice my skills with using the teleprompters and my hand gestures. I have to get the thumb thing down during my presidency, so I'm here to practice with you today. I want to address two issues. The first being the state of the union, or the state of the club. As Karen pointed out, and the security department will be watching and looking for Camp Rico's, or Camp David as we know it, and for all the drinking that is done there, we will make sure that the breach of security will not take place in the future. The outgoing officers and the incoming officers have met, and we did meet, not at Camp Rico's last night, but on the White House lawn last night. We had a few drinks to discuss issues and change. We want to make sure that we set the goals, and we have a set of standards that are very high for our group. We want to be the best group in the area. We're not in competition with any other group, mind you, but the competition is within ourselves, and that's really a great hurdle to have to overcome each year. The second issue is to discuss change. As I look at my teleprompters and I practice my thumb work, the changes have to come. They're positive changes. Now, we've all had negative changes in our lives throughout the years. I know I have. Things that are unexpected, often uncontrolled. And that happens. But it's not about the event as much as how you get up and how you affect that change. Can you look back and say, I handled that really well? Or what did I learn? For example, last year, a little over a year ago, 2 days before an area speech contest, I was unexpectedly laid off from a job. Needless to say, I didn't do very well in that speech contest. But I look back and say, what did I learn? How could I have done better? Change is the only constant that we have, and that's something that we just have to deal with. Whether it's a negative change, fortunately, we have lots of positive changes over the next coming year. The controlled change, the positive change, is necessary for our life plan, our club's life plan. We have a brand new team of officers that I'm so excited about. As Karen breached earlier, that we did get together last night for a lot of sangria that Jesse admitted to. We had some sangria and we had some food, and we talked about some of the things that we want to do, and I'll go over that in a briefing just in a moment. What I want you to know is that this talented group of officers is really going to dedicate their time and their effort and their talents to making this club great. And that's awesome that we have this core group of people. But we need you to help us with that. We can't do it by ourselves. Sure, we go off and we have separate meetings, and there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to make this club run smoothly. A lot of things I didn't realize until I became one of the officers. I was the VP of membership, and now I'm moving to this new role. We do it for the love of learning, we do it for the love of growth, and we do it for the love of helping each other succeed in our roles. So we do that by setting that bar high. The foundation has been set. From Karen's year, she has done a fabulous job in this last year, and really making sure this room is full of talented people who want to help each other. And that foundation has been set and it's grown every single year. Karen has done a fantastic job, and we can't say thank you enough for that. So I look to you now as a group, and I want to make sure that all of you are committed and as dedicated as our officers are. Are you? Can you look at yourself? Can you look at the person next to you and say, gosh, I want to be the best person I can be? Not only for what's in this room and what I do in this room, but how I take it to the outside world. Because that's where we really want to affect, right? Whether we want a new job or whether we want to sizzle in that presentation for our promotion. Whatever the job or the task is at hand, we want to do really well. We want to be that badass when we leave this room, right? Do we want to do that for ourselves? Do we want to do that for each other? I see a few heads nodding, but what I want you to do, I want you to stand up. If you believe in this group, and if you believe in the commitment and the dedication, I want you to stand up, And I want, because I'm president now, I have to do what I say. But look around. This is the only time, think about it, you have 30 people that are cheering you on and say, go have a kick-ass day. Go get that new job. Go do your best and be proud of who you are. Can you do that? Can you do that for the next year? Help us as officers? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. As I mentioned, we talked about what we want to do. The common theme is to have fun and to help each other grow and to help each other learn. We did an officer survey, and the common theme is to enhance the mentoring program, increase the visibility on social media, which I know Caroline will help, meet, discuss, collaborate, get myself back on the active list, work with officers, become tech savvy. We talked a lot about that, believe it or not, last night. How do we help us be tech savvy out in the world? And one of my questions was, do you have a wild, out-of-the-box idea? And I got to read one of the best answers. I don't have any wild ideas at the moment, but probably will after talking more with John Ruck. It's on there. So as we all know, if you've been rucked, you know that you're going to have a good day. So Caroline informed us earlier how to recover from a bad speech. And now that my teleprompters have stopped working, I've practiced my thumb thing a little bit. I'm just going to say, yeah, maybe wasn't my best. I'm going to excuse myself from the stage and make room for the next person. But thank you. I look forward to the next year. And thank you, Karen, again, for a fantastic year. Thank you.